Greetings.
And salutations. And Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
2024.
2024.
Yeah.
2023 is behind us.
It is. But we're here.
Good riddance to it, for the most part.
Good riddance. But there were a lot of great moments.
There's some good moments.
Great ones.
Good moments.
And
great, not just good, but great.
Great
moments.
Yeah.
Epic moments. Number 3. Coming in at number 3 for
is
you is
Clash of the Titans. And specifically Spirit Worlds. And
well, go figure. That's my number 3 too.
that's his number 3 too. So Clash of the Titans happened in, what was it?
June?
May or June of last year. And it featured Spirit World opened up. And then Death Angel and Creator and Sepultura. But one of those bands stole the show. I think we've already mentioned it.
It was Spirit World.
It was Spirit World. And we're going to,
That said, we just heard recently that Sepultura are calling it quits. So
Yeah.
I'm quite happy we got to see them. I hadn't seen them since the 90s. I think they opened up for Ozzy one time and I went and saw them.
right?
And they played the infamous show with Ministry at Maple Leaf Gardens with the pit of chairs. And
Yeah, you talked about that in the last video that we did on the Clash of the Titans show. It was really great for me because I'd never been to a full-on kind of metal show before. So that was
It's your initial indoctrination into the world of metal.
exactly.
And you got to see the flag of hate
I
firsthand.
did. I
You
got to see the
flag of hate.
Creator flag of hate.
That was pretty
It
exciting. That was pretty exciting.
It was amazing. So yeah, that's our number 3. We both agree. Clash of the Titans tour, specifically
Cowboy Slayer.
Yeah,
Cowboy
Slayer.
Slayer.
Spirit World.
What more can be said about those guys?
Yes. Who's number 2? Is
Number
gonna
2.
go next?
What do you got for number 2?
Oh, my favorite band in the world, Viagra Boys. Viagra Boys. Second time we've seen them. They never fail to amaze me. They're just, I love it, and we're always right at the front, right in the pit, getting pictures, it was epic. My favorite band. So that was my number 2. And do you agree with me, Jeff?
Well, it was pretty good. It was probably in my top 5. Number 2 is a show that you weren't at.
I wasn't at
No,
it.
you weren't at.
No.
I was pretty excited that the Nar Gang had acquired the band Mets to play at Two Doors, and that's getting my number 2.
Number 2.
Number
Number
2.
two
Number
from Two
2.
Doors.
Number 2 show from Two Doors. Seeing Mets crammed into the little Two Doors location. It was.
Yeah, it's a pretty tiny place.
They rocked the room hard.
Yeah.
And it was one of the most energetic things that I've seen all year.
Yeah.
And possibly the best thing I've ever seen at Two Doors.
Really?
Yeah.
So I'll say something. I love going to shows. I also love to breathe. And I love my space. So what about our number 1?
The best thing we saw all year, we had to leave the country to see it.
We had
to flee the country. We had to
We did.
skip out on Canada.
We
And
did.
be subjected to the treatment of what are those fucking clowns called?
the border guards?
No, they've got a more official name.
Oh, I don't know. Customs officers?
Homeland Security.
Homeland
There we go. Homeland Security.
So-
Yes.
We mean we went to the Upside Down.
Yeah.
By the Upside Down, we mean
Downtown Detroit.
yeah, downtown Detroit. And we got with these T-shirts, which will tell
Which are
you
pretty good t-shirts.
They're awesome T-shirts. So what was our favorite show of 2023?
It was The Armed and their homecoming gig in Detroit after spending the summer opening up for Queens of the Stone Age.
Yeah, which I mean that was a good show too.
Boogie on, but seeing The Armed in the summer amidst 14,000 people in Queens of the Stone Age shirts looking for their seats
Yeah.
at an oversized venue was not really the highlight of the summer.
It wasn't.
But what it did do was inspire us to flee the country to see them in December.
And we did see them in December, and it was amazing. And can I tell you what?
You can.
That was my very favorite concert of 2023. I had been going to shows since the late 80s. Seen a lot of bands, Nirvana, like a lot of bands. That ARM show was the best show. Totality. For me, it was the best show I've ever been to. For experience, for all of it. It was amazing.
I always have a
Loved
good
it.
time in Detroit, so
Yeah.
if there's something going on in the city of Detroit, we should go.
Yeah. We loved it.
Because Detroit never steers me wrong.
No.
Never steers me wrong.
And it was my first time in Detroit.
I'm kind of intrigued by that city because of its parallels to this city that we live in.
Which is?
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. We do have, though,
Honorable mentions?
an honorable mention, each of us.
Who gets your honorable mention?
My honorable mention is local.
Local?
Local. Because I've seen them so many times, and I really got to tell you guys, I'm being serious because we know them and they're our friends. Gag Order. Gag Order, you guys get, and Random Killing. The Random Killing and Gag Order show for Random Killing's release album. It was a great fucking night. And just Gag Order in general, every time we go to a Gag Order show, I have a really good time. You guys kill it. And so you're the honorable mention.
You even go into Two Doors to see Gag Order.
I have gone into Two Doors to see.
It's happened.
I have. And if they played Two Doors again, I would go again. Somebody might get elbowed. But anyway, so for 2024, that's my honorable mention is a Gag Order, and specifically 2023. Oh my gosh. So for 2023, the honorable mention for me is the Random Killing Gag Order show, and just Gag Order, seeing them as much as we do. Great times. What about you?
Number 3? Oh, no, not number
Honorable
3.
mention.
Honorable mention. I'm going to mention Single Mothers and their appearance at Two Doors this year.
And they're another kind of local band, right?
They're from London, yeah.
From London, Ontario, not London, UK.
Yeah, and they had a good album that came out this past year.
Right.
Depending on what you look at. If you look at the credit on the back of it, it says 2022, but I think it was actually released in 2023, so it might be on my albums list. It might count. And if it isn't, if it's not allowed on there, then it gets the honorable mention on here, so there
Excellent.
you go. They rock Two Doors as well.
Yes. Amazing.
Almost as epic of a night as Mets.
Amazing. So yeah, it was a great year for concerts. It was also pretty darn good year for music overall, and we're going to talk about albums in another video. Yeah, because Jeff has got a lot to say, and I'm going to have some things to add to that. So anyway, we hope you all had a great 2023 in terms of concerts and shows and music, and we hope it's even better in 2024. So, because the Armed are going to come to Toronto. I'm going to make it happen. Anyway, they are.
You're going to make